So welcome back here, 2014 PSP World Cup. Division I final match is about to go down between Portland Uprising and TRADEMYGUN Outlaws. So the Outlaws versus Uprising should be an interesting matchup. We have seen the Outlaws in this position before. They're one of the best teams in D1. They did not win the overall series title. That honor is going to go to AC Dallas, but AC Dallas not making it into the final matchup here at the last tournament of the year and the most important tournament of the year. That honor goes to Portland Uprising and the Outlaws. So the Outlaws on your screen right now, left-hand side of your screen at the start of this point. And we got ourselves about 10 seconds here before the start of this matchup here. So Uprising in the white jerseys, and there are the Outlaws on your screen right now.
And Outlaws right away, up and over, right into the snake, getting into that snake corner, but losing one body off the Dorito side early. Uprising player takes a bounce in that center can, asking for a check. Referee gonna run in there and see if he made it alive. Yes, and he is gonna get pulled out, but Uprising charging up that Dorito side, getting picked off, going into Dorito 2. Still 3 bodies left alive for Uprising, both corners and Snake 1. Outlaws with Snake 1, the Snake corner, now making a bump out to the Dorito corner, and the back, the big Dorito in the back center. So body advantage right now goes to TRADEMYGUN.
Yeah, Outlaws definitely 5 strong. And it's just Summers, Arnold, and Tucker left alive. Tommy Tucker for Portland Uprising. And again, Uprising on the right-hand side of your screen. We're looking over the shoulder towards the D side from the back center Dorito. And there's the eye in the sky. And you can see better field position over here for TRADEMYGUN. The Outlaws definitely not really looking to move right now, though.
I was just going to say that. Nobody looks really in any hurry to go anywhere. And Outlaws normally a very aggressive team, but pretty smart. I had the pleasure of playing with those guys for a little bit. Portland Uprising on your screen, heads up paintball play in the snake. Yeah,
you know, that it's so important to, hey man, you got to dominate that sideline, man. If you can't dominate down the wire, you're just going to let the other team just march right on down and start taking you guys out. So, but the thing is right now, both these teams have a player in that back corner bunker, and they also have a front attacker in the snake.
Yeah. Looks like Phil Schroeder over here in the snake, and he might have just caught one right in the hand just when I mentioned his name. Getting picked off out of that first snake.
Is that Tommy Tucker in the snake?
It is Tommy Tucker.
It is. And then see on your top side of your screen, that's Cody Mikowski, ex-Aftershock player, seasoned professional, and Fred Berkeley is an amazing paintball player coming down the snake, heads up play against Tucker.
You know, Chris, a lot of talent on Outlaws, which is why we've seen him as a favorite in D1 constantly all year long.
Yeah, and they're coached by Jeremy Somm, who's also a seasoned professional, knows what he's doing, been in the game for quite some time.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a lot of history down here in Orlando. Played with Avalanche many, many years. And 12 minutes and 24 seconds to go here. Just getting things rolling here. Kind of a slow rolling point, though, as Mark Johnson got shot for the Outlaws, that's going to slow things down even a little bit more. So Jordan Davidson, Weinrob, Berkeley, and Schroeder left alive on the field right now for the Outlaws.
And Mark Johnson, he came from the Texas Storm camp, didn't he?
Yeah. That guy, man, he's been around for a long time, but he's a slick one.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that guy, he knows how to play paintball. He understands the game.
Just kind of slowing down the game.
Is that Mikowski over here in the snake side corner for TRADEMYGUN? It looks like him down there.
Yeah, it is Cody, for sure, 100%.
So TRADEMYGUN had the body advantage. They definitely still have pretty good field position. Losing 2 bodies pretty quickly. Uprising, just holding fast in their spots, not losing gun battles from those corners.
Well, they're kind of mirrored up right now. I mean, straight up heads up paintball, except for Tucker's 1 knuckle up further than Fred is.
Yeah, so really slow moments, and the reason why people might be, why are people making moves and running down the field like the other guys were? Well, a lot of pressure out here right now on these guys. So, I mean, yeah, we'd like to see some aggressive play, but at the same time, You know, these guys don't want to be the guy to make the mistake and blow the first point and shift the momentum to the other team. And it's evened up. It's 3-on-3 right now. So, you know, 3-on-3, very similar field, very similar tactical situation here for both these teams.
And it's going to get to the point, like we talked about before, back flaps in the packs.
Absolutely.
You're going to be running out of paint, and it's going to come an issue sooner or later down the road, Todd. On your screen, the back Dorito side corner for Portland Uprising, trying to get a shot down the field on his mirror.
So here comes the first big move. It's made by Portland Uprising, coming out of that Dorito side corner and getting into the Dorito 2. Tommy Tucker comes up over the top, tries to play off that move and get a shot on the snake side. And better field position now for Uprising, but still no bodies walking off the field. So trying to sort it out. A lot of communication going on. Here comes a big move down the sideline for TRADEMYGUN. I think he thought about pulling up, but then kind of just couldn't hit the brakes like he thought he was going to be able to. Nonetheless, both players come off that Dorito side. Here comes a move by TRADEMYGUN down the inside as just Tommy Tucker left alive for TRADEMYGUN. And here come on the move on the inside. They're going to trade out, just leave one body left alive on the field for both teams. In the snake corner, looks like Cody Mikowski's just going to come walking out of that snake side corner and grab that flag for TRADEMYGUN. Yeah, so
Well
Cody
played.
Mikowski
Well played.
staying alive.
You know, and David Weinrob taking the run down that far side of Dorito. Like you said, he tried to pull up, put the brakes on, but just kind of went end over end a little bit. But he was able to take out the Dorito 2 over there.
Yeah, so right now 1-0, and honestly, I don't think Phil Shred's out there, man. I heard he blew his knee out.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just saw him actually during the lunch break, and I was like, hey, did you guys make it to the finals? He's like, yeah.
Oh, that's
Phil
right. We did talk to him.
Yeah, Phil Shredder plays, Jack Monster plays for the Outlaws.
I think that's him actually on the field picking up the pods. He is a monster.
So I was like, well, hey, good luck, and he said, you know, yeah, I'm not gonna be. I'm like, what's your number, so I could remember where he was gonna be at. And he said, no, I'm not actually playing. I'm like, why? And he's like, I think I blew my knee out. I think I tore my ACL.
Oh, dude, that's the worst. But
I wouldn't be running around picking up pods right now.
Right.
If I had blown my knee out. But
I don't think that's him, because doesn't it fill his tattoos? Anyway.
yeah.
So we're going to be right back here. Stick with us. Gorgeous sunny day here out in the Sunshine State, a little outside of Orlando, Florida, at the Fantasia Flight. We are now watching the D1 final matchup, 2014 PSP World Cup. Matty Marshall, Todd Martinez, and Chris Lasoya. And here we go on the breakout. Looks like Portland getting a player into the snake, as well as the Outlaws. So Uprising and the Outlaws, 5 bodies alive off the break here. It looks like one might have dropped early for Uprising. It's Graham Arnold.
Uprising, though, going to turn the corner now in the snake, too. A little paint went flying by him, but he still got in there alive.
Yeah, it was close. You can see it going by his knee when he was crawling around that bunker. Heads up paintball in the snake right now.
And Uprising going to triple stack the snake now.
That's Tyler Osborne in the snake. Looking at 3 guys. Fred Berkeley taking the walk. You see on the top side of your screen for TRADEMYGUN. But you know, this also leaves when you put 3 people in the snake like this. That's a classic highway move. And you've seen it before. You take out 2 or 3 bodies running down that highway. Ref in there checking out. Number 59, Tyler Osborne. Oh, he gets taken out. What a shot.
And let's see here. They're going to come into the snake. Yes, they are. That's going to be one. Oh, yeah, they're going to pull him out. That was I think that was Mark Johnson right there who tried to make that move. I thought Mark Johnson might have actually got him first, but those trades like that, they're always really close.
I'm surprised he didn't take the highway.
Protect yourself.
I'm surprised he didn't take the highway in that, Todd.
Well, you know, it's a danger zone in the snake. You know, you don't always want to take the highway to the danger zone. Sometimes you want to go on the outside.
7 minutes and 12 seconds to go. It's 2-on-3. The Outlaws right now, 2 bodies are left alive for them, as it looks like Portland much better field position. Snake side here. The 2 bodies left alive are on the D side, way in the back for the Outlaws. So this is Uprising's chance to get back in this matchup right now.
And that's Cody Mikowski and David Weinrob for TRADEMYGUN. 2 really good players. But, man, when you're stuck in those back bunkers like this and you're spreading the field on you, Todd, it makes it rough.
Ooh. Yeah, especially now. Such good field position for Portland Uprising, but he's shredding paint everywhere he goes. He can't get a straight ball out of his gun, give him the old confetti treatment.
Is there only 2 players alive on Portland Uprising? I think I'm missing a player. I can't find him. But there's Tucker on your screen, has a good field position. Dan, you weren't kidding, Todd. Oh, he gets...
Wow, got a ball out.
He gets David Weinrob.
And here it is. Trying to go heads up. Can he get a shot before he gets bunkered down that Dorito side? And just too much fighting. Cody Mikowski again, the last body alive.
And it was a 2-on-2 actually, guys.
Yeah, it was a 2-on-2. So, but regardless, hey man, Uprising, great job. Tommy Tucker able to grab that flag and not going to need to hang it because the Outlaws are going to concede the point. And that is going to tie it up at 1. Let's check in with Lauren at the award ceremony.
Hey guys, I have Revo 2 up here on the podium there. First place for D2 and your overall series champs. Obviously, you're very excited, but is there anyone you want to thank for all the success you've had this season?
We would love to thank GI Sports, Exalt. Who else, guys? Shout them out.
Murdertron, Rick Hartman, PK Films,
Paintball Adventure Park, Rick Hartman, of course.
Planet Eclipse.
Planet Eclipse, big help all year long with their guns. And that's about it.
All right, well, congratulations. I know Mikey had something he wanted to say.
All right, just shout out to my girl Rachel back home. All right, I want you to go to homecoming with me, so I want you to see this. So you go to homecoming with me? All right, the answer's probably going to be yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, you gotta say yes. I hope she says yes.
Yeah.
Come on,
Was
Rachel.
it Rachel? Yeah, Rachel.
Rachel,
Come on.
Rachel. Come on, Rachel.
You want to be with the winner, right?
Yeah.
You want to be with the winner.
Yeah.
Hey, if Rachel says no, Chris will go with you.
And I got to tell you, you know, I was thinking for a second, oh, he's going to ask his wife to marry him. And I was like, wait a minute, the kid's like 12. I forgot how young these kids are.
Well, you know, it is kind of bad luck to ask your wife to marry you during an award ceremony at the World Cup.
That's like asking your wife to marry you.
Oh.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Dang.
Hey, everything worked out for you, man. Everything.
It did.
Hey,
I
things
upgraded.
are as they are. You
I
totally
upgraded.
upgraded. You totally upgraded. It's a longer
sure.
story.
There is a backstory to
We're
this.
gonna have
We'll
to
talk
wait
about
for
it
another
later.
Chris Lasoya podcast for that one. But hey, Rachel, you got to say yes. So yeah, congratulations to Revo. And right now, TRADEMYGUN and Portland Uprising are throwing down to see who's going to win this D1. And it looks like a timeout has been called, so we're going to take a quick timeout as well. We'll be right back after this.
This is the Earth. The Earth is beautiful. Earth is is where we play paintball. It is important to recycle in order to save the Earth. Do not recycle custom paintball jersey designs. Get what you paid for. Get a fresh original design at rosalife.com.
Evened up at 1. 5 minutes and 44 seconds, so time starting to tick off this clock. Lots of two very long points here, and but 5 strong for both these guys. Again, you don't have to stay in a penalty box here in the divisional ranks. It's 1-for-1s and 2-for-1s until you get to the Champs or Challengers division, and then you actually have penalty clocks to deal with. So right now here, as TRADEMYGUN Outlaws send out Cody Mikowski, Tyler Osborne, Berkeley, Jordan Daverson, and David Weinrob. Uprising's taking Tommy Tucker, Graham Arnold, Kyle Martell, Alex Gray, and Matt Olsvik out there.
Olsvik, we saw, used to play with Seattle Thunder. Do you remember that name?
Yeah, they do. Or he did. So both teams, the standard 2-3 breakout. 3 towards the snake side and 2 towards the D side. And it looks like both teams losing their wide runners over here, snake side of the field.
Yeah, Gray getting shot for Uprising. He goes running off the field. Mikowski gets shot for the TRADEMYGUN Outlaws. And here comes the attack on into the snake. Gonna get up in there right away from the corner.
So just heard from our stats guys that Alex Gray from Portland Uprising actually got shot by his own player. And to add a little bit more to the madness over for Uprising, they just got a major penalty, which is gonna pull that guy that got shot and 2 more bodies off, which essentially I believe is just gonna leave 1 body left alive here in the snake, and he's gonna get torched across field as TRADEMYGUN has made their way all the way up on the D side. So solid work here by the Outlaws. And now they have scored another one, 2-1. And with 5 minutes left, I think this is a race to 5 points. I think we're going to see this go to time.
Yeah, Olsvik right there, the last player alive in the snake. He got torched from the player from TRADEMYGUN standing in his Dorito side corner. And yeah, let's check out this replay real quick. As you can see on this breakout,
oh,
Bam,
Bam
shooting his own buddy right in the back on the breakout.
And you can see he kind of was like, because those hurt, man. You get shot in the back of the head from a couple feet away. You see it here again. Look at this.
Boom. Got his brains blown out.
Almost dropped him.
I wouldn't have flinched.
Yeah, so unfortunate turn of events. You just always shoot people like that. Well, it wasn't so much during the game, but right 2 seconds before the start of the first point, Carl Markowski. I was playing with Carl on Excessive. It was a running joke because like 4 or 5 times during the season, over 10 events, he would just shoot you accidentally 2 seconds before the start of the point. So you're wiping the hit off as you're running out to the spot. Yeah. Anyway, so a penalty and some friendly fire, which ain't so friendly. And now Outlaws made it easy on that one. They made it easy for him. We're going to be right back after this.
All right, here we go. Uprising trying to get something going up the middle of the field. They're going to come into the A, shooting towards the Dorito side. Outlaws losing their snake runner on the break and losing a body off that Dorito side, trying to make a move from that center A player. So good call right there by Uprising to get that body up. Now they're going to have the snake free as they get a body up into snake 2 right away. 3 bodies left alive for the Outlaws. 1 in the Dorito temple, 1 in the back center Dorito, and 1 in the snake side corner. They're going to try and hold on to this 1-point lead, or at least try and protect it here, as Uprising now got 2 bodies in the snake, past the 50. Gonna try and get a shot across the field on the temple. And here comes the big move down the wire by Mikowski. He's going to get 1, but that's going to be it. And then they're going to fill out to the corner. So now the temple on the Dorito side and the snake side corner get one body off the field, but still player in the A for Uprising. Now another player coming into the Dorito 1, snake corner, one at the back of the snake. And it looks like TRADEMYGUN losing their 4th body over off the Dorito side. Just Berkeley left here in the back snake side corner, and he is going to get shot by Uprising coming through the middle of the field.
Todd, great point by Uprising. They needed this one right here to kind of get some momentum back in their corner. So solid work by Tucker, Arnold, Olsevic, putting some kills on the board. And now with 3:32 to go, we have ourselves what we've been seeing all day long, a really close matchup here between TRADEMYGUN and Uprising. Wow. So, you know, we were hoping to see some really close games today. In the prelims, we definitely were, you know, had some blowouts, and man, we have just been graced with beautiful games all day today. Let's go check in with Lauren over at the award ceremony.
Hey guys, I have UCF up here on the podium. They got first place in the Collegiate division. How are you guys feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. We had some adjustments to do after the first day, but we were able to adjust and we pulled it off. Definitely feeling good.
Yeah, looks like it. Is there anyone you want to thank for your success this weekend?
Oh, definitely. I'd like to thank Empire for the great paint shot all weekend. It was amazing. The gear, they hooked it up. Central Florida Paintball for a great practice facility, and Ruthless Paintball Products for good media coverage.
And our school, UCF.
Of course, UCF for the funding. Yeah.
Family members that support us.
Family, staff, mom, dad, all those.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, guys. Cheer. Be excited.
UCF! Nice! UCF! Nice!
Number 1. Trifecta.
Thank you, guys.
It's all tied up to 2 right now. 2-2, 3:27 to go, and here comes Uprising up the center. And it looks like only team to have a player in the snake right now is the Outlaws.
And Uprising also losing their snake side corner, so it's going to be tough. Now as TRADEMYGUN owns the snake side corner and the snake, but they're going to lose a body. Oh, and Uprising getting a penalty at the worst time right now. Ormrod getting pulled. He's walking off. Not exactly sure who the penalty was on, but that whole snake side of the field gets yanked and just leaves one body left alive. Kyle Martell went back up to that A, having some success there last point, but his teammates behind him all got pulled, and he just got destroyed by TRADEMYGUN as they came down the snake and through the center of the field.
Yeah, back and forth match right now. Outlaws taking a 1-point lead, 2:51 to go. And real solid point by them, 4 players alive. Good job by Johnson, Mikowski, Jordan Davidson, and Tyler Osborne to combine on that one right there. So again, man, after the conclusion of this matchup here that you're watching, this D1 final game here at the World Cup, we are gonna watch the most important game of the tournament, the Champions Division matchup, to find out who the best paintball team in the world is going to be here at the World Cup. Damage is going to be taking on Art Chaos, and then after that, it's Infamous and San Diego Dynasty, so stick with us. Looking at Uprising right now, and it's up to them. They have to get back in this matchup here. Race to 5 points, so Outlaws only 1 point or 2 points away from taking this victory. And on the breakout all the way to the snake for them. They might have lost a body over there on the D side of the field. And you're looking, that's what you're looking at on your screen right now. It looks like just a atom bomb goes off over on the Uprising side, and it's looking real solid right now for the Outlaws. They've only lost one. It was the snake side, but there is one player left. There are 2 players left alive, but one of them is all the way in here in the snake side. I don't think anyone knows he's there.
I think Mark Johnson knows he's there right now, and he's going to take the highway this time, just like suggested earlier. And he is going to stab out that player for Uprising and then blow the last one to pieces right in front of the VIP section. What up, VIP section? Yeah, what's happening down there? Watching that player get destroyed right in front of you in the temple. TRADEMYGUN Outlaws making it happen over there.
Yes.
As the VIP goes crazy.
So with 2 minutes, 12 seconds to go here, the tension is rising as 4 of the best teams in the world are going to throw down after this matchup. We're going to find out here shortly. Can the Outlaws polish off Uprising right now to take the D1 World Cup Final Championship? We'll find out when we come back. Stick with us. So welcome back here, and the day is starting to progress. Getting pretty happy that we're about to see the games that are still yet to play, but getting a little bit sad because the World Cup is going to be ending pretty soon, but we still have the best yet to come here, and but vastly looking forward to that. Also looks like timeout just called here, so it looks like Portland Uprising calling a timeout. Outlaws 1 point away from taking victory. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly over at the award ceremony.
All right, now I have your second place winners for D2. It is Prime up on the podium. Congratulations, guys. That is a great placing at World Cup. How does it feel?
It feels like second place. Right. We wanted first, we're not gonna lie. Congratulations to Revo. Heck of a team, heck of a program. All the goals they've accomplished, we aspire to, and we look forward to facing them in the future.
All right, well, we'll definitely see you next year, I'm sure. So who do you want to thank before I let you guys celebrate your second place, because that is great?
Oh, we'd like to thank, there's really too many people, but I'll give it a try. First, I'd like to thank my parents, first and foremost, Mama Prime and Papa Prime. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. Their love for paintball and paintball players is just inexhaustible, however much we try. And we love them to pieces. GI, Exalt, Ninja, the new guys at Raza, 1904, Michael Day, you know, all the guys that make all those companies happen. These are paintball players, and they love us, and they try to help us out as much as possible. And thanks to them, thanks to all our supporters out there.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming out. We will see you next year for 2015. Congratulations.
Prime time! Prime time!
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Lauren. So here we go. 2 minutes and 12 seconds is coming down to the final moments of this match. Can Uprising score 2 quick ones to try to tie it up, take it to overtime? Or is it going to be the Outlaws, Mikowski, Johnson, Davidson, Weinrob, and Berkeley out on the field right now for the Outlaws? For Uprising, it's Summers, Tucker, Gray, Martell, and Ormrod. Off the break. Oh, losing his gun. Chucking his gun ahead of him, and that is going to, looks like he got shot or had to pull him out of there. So Gray, unfortunate turn of events, loses his gun in the snake, and that is going to let the Outlaws get a little bit of an advantage here. Oh, the body dropping off the D side of the field, because here comes Uprising up the D side and through the center, hunting down. And he gets torched, though, forgets just that there's a guy in Snake 1. And still, though, this is what they needed to do. Honestly, even though they are getting shot, they don't have a lot of time to work to score two points real quick here, Todd.
Yeah, Mark Johnson shot a couple of those bodies coming through, but then got shot himself. And jogging that flag in, here comes Portland Uprising. Gonna put another point on the board, gonna make this a 1-point game with 1 minute and 24 seconds left to go. So, man, looked like TRADEMYGUN got a ton of bodies out and then just lost some really quick gunfights. Portland Uprising came down that Dorito side, got chopped up, but had enough bodies left alive as they took out all the TRADEMYGUN players. So, man, get close here. Division I Finals, 1-point game, 124. Don't go anywhere.
You missed it! Ow, bounce off the net.
It's the weekend before the final event of the year, and we have 60 cases of paint. Last year at this time, we only had 20, and we didn't even make the cut for finals. But this year, with the money we raised through paintballproshop.us, that's not a problem. Now we have money for practice and events. It's free. paintballproshop.us.
Coming back in here, I'd like to send a big thanks and shout out to all of our sponsors. You know, if you see a logo up here, man, helping support PBA, those are the companies that are helping support the sport. Check out paintballproshop.us and all the other big, huge supporters of PBA and the supporters of the game.
Yeah, I want to say thanks to everybody who's been, you know, supporting RawsLife.com. You know, I love being up here on the webcast. You know, it's fun to, you know, make commercials and run commercials. So thanks to everybody that, you know, has given back and, you know, shopped on our website.
So here we go. 1 point away from victory is the Outlaws, but Uprising has a minute and 17 seconds to try to change that. They do lose a body in the center, and now moving into the snake, Uprising trying to create an opportunity for themselves. They did lose their first attacker. They are running out of time. Oh, major penalty. Oh
Disaster.
my God. Oh, yeah, disaster for the Outlaws. And here the door is now swinging gigantically wide open for Uprising.
Looks like they pulled 3 players.
Well, it's the guy that got shot and got the penalty, and 2 more guys come off for those major penalties.
I think they pulled 3.
They pulled 3.
Yeah, because they pulled the guy at the one right behind him. They pulled the guy at the Dorito, and they pulled the guy in the corner. So, oops.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to pull 2 out on a major penalty. It's a 2-for-1, major 1-for-1, or minor.
Well, things just got interesting. It is now a 4-4 game, and there's 57 seconds left to go. And if this game does not get won in regulation, that means we are going to see some one-on-ones.
Can't wait. I hope. I mean, you know, hey, I just want the best team to win and see some good action. But I would love for the fans at home to see the one-on-one, such a dramatic finish when you go to the one-on-one shootouts. So we do have 57 seconds left. And honestly, I think we are going to see an overtime point here, because 57 seconds is not a lot of time to work with. You know, again, we're here closing out regulation time, and both these teams only with 4 points. So not scoring a lot of quick points out here. That one was quick because of the, you know, the gigantic apocalypse that happened over there for the Outlaws in that match, or in that last point. So I don't know, we're going to see. And then don't go anywhere, because after the conclusion of this matchup, the most important game of the year is about to go down between Tampa Bay Damage and Art Chaos. Art Chaos looking to try to win 2 PSP events in a row and close out the year. And then also Tampa Bay Damage yet to get a victory this season. The last time that they sat atop that podium as the victors here in the PSP's Champions Division was at West Coast Open last year in 2013.
Can't wait to see how that's going to turn out. That Dynasty Infamous game, I think that's going to be a bloodbath as well. So
yeah, absolutely. So 2 more amazing games of professional paintball action coming at you here from the 2014 PSP World Cup. Off the break, it looks like a potential another penalty, Chris?
No, yeah, right there. On the break.
And Uprising might have just done it here. Uh-oh,
Well,
throwing a body away.
Everybody's dying now.
Oh, so Uprising, it looked like they had it. And you could see Matt Olsevic from Uprising jumping up and down thinking that penalty might have sealed the deal.
Won.
But
there's
he
30
still has
seconds
time.
left, and there's one body left alive on the field.
He still has time to go hang
He
the
can
flag.
realize that there's nobody left alive. He can go run and grab the flag and hang it. 22 seconds.
I think he's going to have enough time. I don't know why they would concede the winning point. I would just go hang that flag just in case.
And hope for a hit, you know.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
Yeah, so congratulations to the Outlaws. David Weinrob with his 6 confirmed kills, so it's fitting that to win the World Cup, the man with the highest kill count on the Outlaws, David Weinrob, is the man on the field left alive. The very, very conclusion of that match.
That kid's a good paintball player. I had a pleasure playing with him. He's a good kid. He's smart. He's a really smart kid, and what a great paintball player. Oh, there's the beast.
Yeah, there's Phil Schroeder, not able to play this last game here because it looks like he might have blown his ACL out, but must be stoked on the win. So, man, congratulations to Cody Minkowski, Jordan Davison, of course, Weinrob, Berkeley, and Mark Johnson, and all the rest of the boys. Jeremy Salm leading the charge over there as the coach for Outlaws. Very successful season for them. So, solid work here.
Yeah, TRADEMYGUN, man. They're really solid all year. Coming out here in World Cup, putting the icing on the cake, getting that last World Cup win. Going to end their season as the bleachers start stomping over here.
This game brought to you by Paintball Nation, big ally for the sport of paintball. We'll be having games coming at you on their YouTube channel in the next month or so, every week. So next up is the Champions Division final match between Tampa Bay Damage and Art Chaos. And wow, that's going to be a close one, man. I mean, it's almost flip a coin status on that game. Art Chaos, again, they are trying to repeat here, win 2 in a row. It's been a very chaotic year for them, up and down from the champs and to Challengers Division. And then Tampa Bay Damage, consistent since the first event where they had to play in a relegation match, which they won against Houston Heat to send Heat down to the Challengers Division at the first tournament of the year. And then since then, slowly but surely looking a little bit more inspired. And last event, I thought Damage had a shot, but they lost in the semifinals, but now they make it back into the finals.
Yeah, and, you know, all those guys on Art Chaos, well, the ones that are important, Konstantin Fedorov, Mishka Knyazev, Sergei Solnyshkov, they've been in this game before, especially Konstantin Fedorov. You know, mark this as another one where he's been able to make it into the finals of World Cup. And, I mean, that guy, just a World Cup finals killer out here. You know, they know what it takes to win, but, I mean, they played a really close game with Impact. Impact getting riddled with penalties, putting Art Chaos in. Damage really playing well right now.
I can't agree more. Both those teams, though, that's the game. Looking at the schedule on your screen right now, those are all of the games that have progressed. So congratulations to the winners of all those games in the divisional ranks. And also, we're going to see Infamous and Dynasty throw down in the last match of the day in the Challengers Division final matchup. But it should be a good one here. Can't wait to see how these last 2 games here at the 2014 PSP World Cup end up. So stick with us here, and we are going to have the Champions Division final game coming at you. We'll see you in just a few moments.